welcome to the podcast. Well, you better tune in. You can see the picture, all you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave, it's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gonna win. If they take your loss, they gonna hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes, he a fan for life, and he sitting courtside. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. High cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball, I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, they can back. I ain't gotta try. Maxi for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time. B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die. They eat, sleep Sixers. You should know that it's game time.
Avanto, this shit wavy.
Welcome back to East Sleep Sixers. I am BG. I got my dog 215, the sports guy, with me.
What's up?
I'm a little under the weather, but there's no sickness that can make me miss a Sixers versus Celtics matchup. Sixers take on the Celtics tonight as 9.5-point underdogs. How you feeling, Carl? How you feeling, man? We got some bad news. We got some bad news.
First off, let's start off with why we are 9.5 points underdogs. Joel Embiid took an elbow to the midsection last game. He came back in. After the game, and then we saw he hit the game-winning shot. Well, the game icing shot, and he favored his ribs. I knew right then and there that this might be a lingering thing. Now we hear the news that he's going to be out 3 games. So Joel Embiid will be out 3 games starting tonight versus the all-important Boston Celtics game tonight. So, BG, I should ask you, how do you feel about it?
I hate it. And then I say to myself, is this an antic? It's really ironic that they put exactly 3 games on how many games he would miss. Now, we'll see if maybe he comes back after 3 or if he comes back before 3. But it was very odd to me that they said will miss 3 games. Like,
automatically.
At what point have they ever known Joel Embiid's injury would be exactly a certain amount of days?
Yeah. Now you're giving us times and dates. Now you're being specific. I see where you're going with this, BG.
Look very fishy.
But you know what?
I hate that they did it. If they did it that way, I hate that they did it before a Boston matchup because I would have loved to see Embiid against Boston, man. We trying to catch guys.
And we rolling right now.
We trying to catch guys. So we trying to catch guys, man. I want my guy out there, dog. So I hated to see the news that he gonna be out for an extended period. Hopefully, is no more than 3 games.
We are 1.5 games out of the 5th spot, right above us. Make no mistake about it. I said it last game that we are in the playoffs right now. Every game counts. With that being said, BG, let's not make them wait no longer. What's the start lineup for tonight?
Oh, I got that for you. Hold on, right here, real quick. I got the starting lineup for you right here. We got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow, and Andre Drummond manning the center. How you feel about this lineup, man? This is usually the lineup when Embiid is out. Obviously, we've been missing Paul George for quite some time now. This is usually the lineup we roll out. How you feeling about this game with these guys in the lineup?
Yo, who I look at in these lineup when I see it on the screen automatically is the young guys. And what version of the young guys are we going to get? I love an aggressive Barlow when Joel Embiid is out, and I love an aggressive VJ. I think that's the key to victory when Joel Embiid and PG is out. We need those 2 young guys to step up and take the initiative, especially on the offensive end of the floor. What do you think?
I agree, man. I think obviously they have to step up in big roles. I mean, on opening night with no film on BJ was able to take advantage of Boston pretty well, had a solid game. But they know who BJ is now. So BJ is not going to be able to just say, yo, I could just go out there and it's the art of surprise to the Celtics. The Celtics prepare well, and I'm sure they're going to have a game plan to try to stop our amazing backcourt. And VJ got to be up for the challenge to step up and say, no, whatever you got, I got a counter for that. And whatever you got for my counter, I got another counter for that. So I look forward to seeing the young guys out there against a team that we definitely always seem to be chasing. They're in our conference. They're in our division. They've won a championship recently. So I love these type of matchups for our young guys because they get to see what Atlantic Division basketball is about.
With all that being said, what will be your key to victory tonight versus this Eastern Conference opponent?
I'm gonna go rebounding. Rebounding. Can I go two things though? I want to go rebounding and defending the three. Boston shoots the ball at a high clip. They have kind of adopted a Golden State way, not their play style as far as it's within a system. It's just if you open shoot. So they put up a lot of threes in transition. So I'm gonna say defending the three ball and rebounding the basketball. Limit those second chance opportunities because a lot of times they get threes off of their second shot. So I'm gonna say rebounding and defending the three well.
I'm going to say ball movement. Ball movement. A lot of people say when Joel Embiid is in the lineup, the ball tends to stick a lot, and decidedly so. But when Joel Embiid is in that offense, the offense has a direction consistently, and they win games with him. What I have seen when he's not in the lineup is they tend to have lack of identity. So I want them to initiate that earlier in the game. Aggression is my key to victory tonight. Aggression from the tip off. You got to go peace and love, Jimmy Son from North Philly. You got to go from the tip off tonight. It's playoff basketball. This team has tons of role players. They're very deep. You'll find yourself not hustling out there, and you'll be back 20 points real quick. It can happen out there. So,
yeah, this is it's just a team that plays basketball the right way. They play for each other, and it's very rare that you see them have lapses. So we got to bring our A game, no matter who's out there. They haven't had Jason Tatum all year, and they aren't thinking about Jason Tatum. They're thinking about what they have on the court, and the guys they have on the court have been producing for the most part. So we got to match that intensity, like Carl said from tip off, man. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. We do play better on the road. We do play better on the road. That's one of the saving graces. We play better on the road. So usually the refs don't be on our side. We don't get a friendly whistle when we're in this building, but I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful.
For some reason, the name Kelly Oubre, it's like glaring in my conscience tonight. We need a big game from him. He's been big. He's been solid. Let me start there, especially with the loss of PG. He's kind of made you forget some games that, whatever, Jimmy.
I don't know if I said it or you said it, so I just said Paul. It could have been me,
both of us.
Jimmy. Who said it, Jimmy? I said they were. I said they was deep.
Some game.
My bad, dog. My bad, dog.
Thank you. BG said it. We just gonna keep it there.
No, Jimmy, tell me if it was me or Carl. Go ahead, Carl. Finish your point.
So Oubre has made me forget some games that PG hasn't even been there. And I would love that for him. I want us to keep, keeping him involved in the offense. He rarely misses shots when he open. So keep finding ways to get him the ball and get him open. Yeah, solid.
One thing about this Sixers team is we've been saying for a while that we are a team built to win with Joel Embiid. We see some lapses at times when Joel's not there. So, I mean, it got to be that type of mindset. We can't just say, Maxey, go get 40 and we will win. That's just not how we're going to win games. Maxey scoring 40 can win us games, but I think it's going to come down to everybody contributing. And the only way that can happen is if Maxey's trusting his teammates, if Quentin Grimes is trusting his teammates to make that extra pass. Yes, I might be open, but the guy next to me might be a little bit more open. So I just say trust your teammates tonight, and we can win this game, Doc.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially I don't want to keep harping on it with Joel Embiid and PG being out. There's quite a few more shot attempts out there. So, to get those shots, I don't want to see Tyrese Maxey putting too much weight on his back. There's still a lot of talent out there on the floor. So I want him to continue being a good facilitator, getting guys in their spot and getting guys the ball. A lot of people saying in the chat that Kelly going to get cooked this game by Brown. What do you think about that?
That's not what this comment says.
No, it was another comment up there that said that.
But you put this one up there. I'm like, hold up, that's not what it say.
It was the wrong one.
But I saw what you talking about. Jalen, is a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup for Kelly Oubre, honestly. No, we at Boston, Corey. We in Boston tonight. But yeah, it's a tough matchup. So offensively, can we expect them to kill? When we going to expect them to have to shut down their best, not shut down, but have to defend? Probably the toughest player on their team to defend. I don't know, man. I got him in my over-unders, and that number is not oh my God, Kelly Oubre had an amazing game. It's actually a number that is just, you know what I mean? Yo, Kelly Oubre played well tonight. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
And I want people to know when they speak of individual matchups in this game today, it's so much movement, it's so much switching. I think we're going to see Barlow a lot on him as well. I think we'll see a mixture of both of those guys on him. It has to be a team approach when you're facing a guy like Brown. It can't just be a one guy. We don't have that guy on this team. Yo, go shut him down. No, it has to be a team effort. So, all our wings, all our guys with length, I want to see these guys active tonight, playing well.
Oh my gosh,
it's basketball. It's basketball, PG.
It's crazy.
It's basketball.
You could have said our taller guys.
No, because it doesn't explain the wingspan. You know what I mean?
You could have said guys with a lot of wingspan.
I didn't feel like doing all that talking, bro. I'm 40 years old. I'm not pausing every 5 minutes. Carry on.
You 40 though?
Relax.
That's why your bowl's been a lot of 40-orties. You've been saying 40-orty in a lot of your bowls this season. I'm noticing. I'm
wilding out this season.
I'm noticing, dog. This is Sean Kemp. This is Sean Kemp year. This is Sean Kemp year, dog.
Well, RJ agree with me. Love in the chat. Peace and love. Berg, what's up? Berg in the chat. Nick Nurse. Yo, we won 3 games, man. Did you see any of those games where you was like, yo, Nurse doing all right? So that was all individual talent out there? Is this a game you're looking at where you're looking to see if Nurse is going to turn it up, BJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here. As Tyrese Maxey talking with Vince Carter on the screen, I think Nurse has, we've talked about this on the show plenty of times. He's gotten spoiled with talent through his tenure in the NBA. And games that he has a lack of superstar talent on the floor where he really has to coach, he really has to make adjustments, he tends to fall short. He tends to get out coached. This is one of those games where I need Nick Nurse to say, yo, we're in the fucking playoff hunt. I got to do my best, and it starts here, and it's going to trickle down to the players. So I agree with you, BJ.
It's going to happen today?
I think it is, bro.
Why don't happen yesterday or the day before that or the day before that or the day before that?
Maybe
or even a month before that. Like I don't like people that just say I'm gonna turn it on against this team. No, Nick Nurse, I need you to think about every game like a playoff game. I said I wasn't feeling good and I wasn't gonna get angry on this show because I ain't really got the energy. But damn it, I'm sorry, Nick Nurse. You gotta at some point against one of these playoff caliber teams look like you're the better coach. At some point. Joel Embiid is showing us he's the best player on the floor. At some point, Tyrese Maxey has shown us he's the best player on the floor. At some point, VJ Edgecombe has shown us he's the top 3 rookie in the NBA.
Top.
At some point, Quentin Grimes looked like a 6th man of the year. At what point are we going to see, yo, we got a great coach that schemes up guys, that makes adjustments, that is putting us in position to win, that's changing the culture in Philadelphia? Because right now, the culture is still a second round team.
It is.
At some point, we got to get over that hump before I start saying, oh, Nick Nurse showed me something, because he hasn't yet.
And BG, until I see that consistency, when we talk about the second round, when we talk about the playoffs, I don't see us getting past the second round if I don't see consistency exactly in those things you just spoke of. Nick Nurse, 6-man position, shooting, starting lineup, cohesiveness. Are y'all going to stay in there or not? These are things that I look for when we speak about getting past the second round. So go ahead.
I think it's just funny that in the 25th anniversary of the 01 team, and we're talking and seeing these black jerseys so much this year, and just Carl's point just now, it just made me think like that was a year where yeah, we had a superstar, but then we had guys that just starred in their role, that did what they needed to do in their specific roles
Right.
to help us get to a championship. Yes, we didn't have a second 20-point scorer, but we had enough 8-point scores, 6-point scores, guys who got dirty, guys who got extra offensive rebounds, the Ty McCullers of the world. Like, we had guys who did the things in their role, no matter how big or how small that role was, in order for us to compete for a championship. And that's all we need from the Sixers today. That's all we need from the Sixers, period. We need from top to bottom, because let's talk about that 01 team.
Right.
Coach of the year, sixth man of the year, MVP.
Let's talk about it.
We won everything.
Player of the year.
Defensive player, like, because everybody starred in their role, and to include Larry Brown. And at some point, Nick Nurse has to show, yo, I'm an elite coach that's, as sometimes my players' talent won't be as good as that team's talent. My players won't be as big as the other teams want, but damn it, I'm gonna put them in position that is undeniable. I'm gonna put them in position where it's undeniable that we're gonna be the better team, because I'm putting them in position to do that. Not just relying on, oh, well, Maxi's the fastest player in the league. Oh, Joel Embiid's the most talented big in the league. Like, that's cool, but is that coaching?
Right.
Is that coaching? I don't like it. I don't like that.
Right. Most definitely. I don't like the defensive mindset, to touch on a point that Sam's making in the chat. And I think that's bolted to quite a few losses this year. Just not being able to stop guys, not having it drilled in your head to, I got to stop this guy. So this is one of those games tonight that they have guard play that will make you look stupid out there if you're not playing defense properly. Guys like Pritchard, guys like Brown, guys that will come in, step up, hit big shots. Drummond needs to run out to the 3-point line tonight. They're going to try to stretch him out as well, as they do Embiid with their their fives that can shoot 3-point shots. So this is going to be a blooper show where he'll put out reels and go crazy. Go ahead.
Gonna try to stretch Drummond out too.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, they got to.
No, I think they will try to bring Drummond out to the 3-point line as often as possible to free up the paint. This is a team that, like I said, from 1 to 5, they give that green light to shoot threes. So it's not like he'll be able to camp. Hopefully, Coach Nurse has a good game plan, a way not just to stay in the game, but to actually get stops when needed, get critical stops, not let them get in any type of rhythm that makes them feel like they're playing Boston Celtics basketball. Like, at some point, you got to make a team uncomfortable. These NBA players, like, I've walked in NBA gyms and watched pregame and watched superstars make 50, 60 mid-ranges straight when ain't no defense on them, when they just see the rim and they got the ball
open, bro.
You gotta make people uncomfortable defensively, and we can't have any defensive lapses against a team like this who has that confidence from their coach to, hey, go shoot that shot, take that shot. Hey, you open, take that shot. So we definitely gotta have a different type of defensive mentality tonight if we're gonna compete. I think we are gonna compete. Don't think this is me saying we won't. It's just these are the things I think we gotta look at this game like that. Yo, this is a team that goes out there and competes at a high level, no matter who's out there, no matter how many contracts is out there, how much big money, how many all-stars, they gonna go compete. They gonna go compete. So hopefully the Sixers compete. Let's get it on.
And now for BG's Over and Under.
All right, man. I got 3 of them for you. Tonight. I was thinking about 4. With 3. Drummond being in the starting lineup, I said one of our keys to victory. I think we have to rebound the ball exceptionally well tonight. Limit those second chance opportunities. I'm not going to throw that number super high for Drummond. I don't know, because there's not much to go off of, because he's either in the lineup or not in the lineup. In the lineup. So with the time off, I don't know what type of shape he's in, but I still demand at least double digits. 9.5 rebounds for Andre Drummond tonight. What you think, Carl?
Over.
Look at Steven said, is it Steven or Stephen? Stephen said 15 rebounds for Drummond tonight. But I got 9.5, Carl.
I'm gonna take the over. That's one thing he comes to work to do, is rebound.
Yeah, I agree. To go off my last point, star in your role. Your role is a rebounder. If that's your role, do it at the best ability that you can. So I think Drummond has that 9.5 easy. One of the players we talked about for a second. Ooh, he said 8 rebounds. Frame said 8. Frame said 8. One of the guys
Frame.
He a Knicks fan.
I know. But just Frame, just know that I know, and I peeped the little mojo you trying to put out there tonight. It's the Eastern Conference game. You don't want us to do good. I see you, Frame. But go ahead, carry on.
Kelly Oubre, we talked about you quite some bit in the show today, talking about what you're gonna have to do with Jaylen Brown. You being more than likely the primary defender to start off at least. What is we expecting from Kelly Oubre? Let's be clear, with Embiid and Paul George out, I still got to keep that number above his average because the guys aren't there. So that number 16.5 for Kelly Oubre. What you think?
I'm gonna take the over, man. I think this is gonna be a good night for him. He's in rhythm. He's shooting well. He's one of the hottest shooters on our team right now.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this one, and I'm gonna take the under, but slightly. I think he has a good game, but I think he taxes himself defensively and gives us everything he has on the defensive end, everything he has on the boards, and it won't be there in the scoring, but everything else, he'll be good.
Also, my daughter is calling from California.
I was like, well, I was trying to figure out.
And she has a dog in the car. Why does my daughter have a dog in the car?
All right, last up, we got Maxey. Last up, we got Maxey. We got our star point guard that we need to be himself tonight. We need him to be the star tonight. So the number is slightly below his average, though. Slightly below his average because it's the Eastern Conference opponent, because we know it's going to be a drag him out game, national TV. Maxey, 27.5. Does he get 27.5 tonight?
I think this is going to go into my bowl, and I don't mean to be the over guy, but I think
Don't you ever do that. Don't you apologize for trusting in your Sixers. If you feel disrespected by my over-under saying they too low, go over every time. Every time. Believe in your team, dog.
I'm going over because like you just said, I trust the process. Come on, carry on, man.
Did you say I said that? Because I damn sure
you said the word trust, and you can't say that on this show. It just flows.
No, it don't.
It flows.
Don't you ever get on this camera again and say that I said the words.
Don't you ever
that
talk
TTP
to me
word.
Like that.
I'm just saying. I don't believe in that statement. That statement is BS. No, you gonna say as you just said? No, ain't no as I just said. I ain't never saying no trust. I can't even say it.
Ashley, call mama. He tripping again.
Hey, man, I'm gonna go with the over on Maxey. I think Maxey has to start in a big role on national television. I think he steps up in that role. I hope he steps up in that role. And I think that 27.5 is solid. I think he can get that. I think he gets that.
Sure.
I don't want to say with ease. It's weird. I don't want to say with ease.
Nah. This Boston, and they play defense. But that's what's going to make my bold even bolder. Are we here yet? Are we getting bold?
Let's get bold. Why not?
Tyrese Maxey in Beantown drops a half a bean on Boston's head. He gets the 50 ball tonight. With Joel not on the floor tonight, I think he'll shoot a few more shots, and I think he'll shoot at a good clip tonight. 50 Maxey for the franchise.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Oh damn. You missed that.
You all right?
Hey. I'm not, but we'll talk about that later.
That's a good one.
Hey, Frame, you gotta fucking relax, man. I've been seeing you all show with this.
Ashley said you could be.
No, I have been asked. That's a whole different topic. We're not even gonna talk about that. Stop putting my skeletons out there. God damn it. No, I don't drink.
Oh man, y'all crazy. Bowl for me tonight, man. I don't know if you know, but I mentioned it earlier. BJ Edgecombe had 34 points in the season opener versus the Celtics. Did you know that, Carl? You probably knew that. I know you know your boy. I know you know your man Valdez. So with my bowl tonight, I think it's bold enough. I think I'm gonna say he goes one over that. He gets 35 tonight. We get 35 from BJ tonight against the Celtics. He continues his tear.
No. I'm not gonna allow that Why am I not going to allow that? He did the same thing the first game of the year. Okay, you said it yourself. He came out. He scored 36 points.
He scored 34, and that's why I said he's going to score 35.
No, that's not bold enough for me.
What?
He just did it.
When? That was the first game of the season.
So can I get 40?
No.
I can't get 40, BJ.
He don't even average 25, and you want me bold as 40? That's insane. I'm already going way above his average.
So let me hear your point.
When the last time BJ scored 35?
Can I hear the?
I'm going to his stats.
Can I hear the whole stat line? Can I hear the whole stat line?
I'm going to his stats. BJ Edgecombe. Here we go. Last 10. He averaged 17 in his last 10 games, dog. He averaged 19 against Boston. I think saying 35 is bold.
35 and what? Is he getting 8 rebounds again?
Oh, no, I think that's one of them numbers that I always love for BJ. I'll go with 8. I'll take the 8 for the rebound.
I like that. Now, when I ask you to drive, that's how you drive.
I'm just saying
I want you to do. Damn it, BG.
This man averaged 15.3 points, and you just told me 35 ain't bold?
It didn't.
He averages 15.
It didn't do anything for me. It just didn't. It did. You know how when we usually say bold, it's like, oh. Think about it. Watch this, y'all. Tyrese Maxey averages 30. Mm-hmm.
You went with 50. 20 more than his average. BJ Edgecombe averaged 15. I went with 35. 20 more than his average, and you told me it ain't bold.
Wasn't for me. Maybe for other people. But for me,
I don't know how you got me so hyped. I've been down all day, man. I've been sick,
bring my
man.
boy outside.
And I don't know how you woke me up. But I'm glad you did, man. I don't know how you did it.
I brought my boy outside. But you know what? Y'all come back outside after dark, after the game, when the buzzer sound. Make sure, if you haven't already, you look up top. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, YouTube, Twitch, Your Mama House. We on the Walkman, the CD player, the A-Track. There, we got the A-Track now. We made sure we hooked that up. Make sure y'all come back on postgame to show us some love. Peace and love, y'all.
You already know what time it is, man. We'll be right back here, just like Carl just said, just like 215 the Sports Guy. I apologize. Just like 215 the Sports Guy just said, we will be right back here for postgame right after the Sixers. Hopefully get this dub versus the Boston Celtics. Don't forget to come right back here and chop it up with us, please, man. Just 30 minutes. I mean, y'all ain't doing nothing. It's Sunday night, man. Dinner done. Kids already in the bed. Getting ready for school the next day. Watch some Sixers basketball and come back here.
Go to bed.
Let's go Sixers.